I'm a retired English teacher. No, that does not make me boring. It does make me well-read. I've read thousands of books in my life, and now that I'm retired, I plan to read thousands more. And I figured it was about time that I did a book review on my channel. And if you'll hang with me until the end of the video, I'll show you a hack that will help you read one book a week, and you'll enjoy it more, get more out of it, and it'll be a better experience. Trust me. Now, I'll admit that my favorite books are books about war and history and ancient Greece and Rome, but every now and then I come across a book that I think will appeal to everybody. And I read one of those books recently, and it's called The People We Keep by Allison Larkin. I heard a reviewer once say about this book that it's an adult book that's written about a young adult, and I think that's a great description. The book is about a girl who's 16 when the book starts, and her name is April. And April has a very difficult life. She's been dealt a really tough hand in life. And at the beginning of the book, we see her as she's just about to go up on stage at open mic night. And she's going to perform 2 original songs that she wrote. And she's just going to be her and a guitar and nothing else up on stage. And I remember thinking to myself, what it must be like for somebody who's this age, who's had such a tough lot in life, to get up and put yourself out there, open yourself up to criticism, and to perform in front of all those people. And Allison Larkin does a great job of putting you in her place and making you feel just how nervous and apprehensive you would be doing something like that. To me, the best books are the ones that have a perfect blend of triumph and tragedy. And that's what this book is. You see April go through so many relationships and so many encounters that she has with different people. And you think about how much those people influence you, what they mean to you, and I think more importantly, what they're going to mean to you in the future. And that's really what the story is about. When you think about the title, The People We Keep, the people we keep in life are the ones who are good to us, the ones who mean something to us. I did the math one time, and I counted that I've had over 5,000 students in my classes. And as much as I would love to keep every single one of those students close to my heart, it's just impossible, especially in this old gray head. But I do have students that I keep in touch with and students that I'll never forget. And I think the biggest reason for that is because they take the time to reach out to me, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's through texts. Sometimes I even get letters from students in the mail. And one time I gave a graduation speech back in 2011, and I told the graduates, you need to value the people who value you. And that's what this book is about. The People We Keep is about the people who mean something to us because they value us. And even though April makes a lot of mistakes throughout the book, and she has a lot of failed relationships, and she has a lot of very dangerous encounters, the people that she keeps in her life, she realizes that no matter what she does, or no matter how immaturely she acts, those people are always going to be there for her. They're going to love her no matter what. And I think that comes down to one thing: trust. One of my favorite movies is a movie with Brad Pitt, and it's called Meet Joe Black. Joe Black is actually death in disguise, and he wants to experience life and what it would be like to walk the earth as a person, because he's taken so many lives. He wants to know what life actually is and why so many people don't want to give up their lives readily. So Joe asked one of his new friends, Quincy, who's been married for decades to the love of his life, how do you know she loves you? Quince, how do you know she loves you? And he says, because she knows the worst thing about me, and it's okay. And think about that. If you could say that to anybody, you know the worst thing that I've ever done. You know the worst thing about me as a person, and you're fine with it. That's trust, and that's love. And that's why this is such a good book. April does dumb things. Think about when you were 16. If you're not 16 now, you're gonna do dumb things. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes your entire life. But making those mistakes is not as difficult if you have somebody there who forgives you for those mistakes. And now for the book reading hack that I promised you at the beginning of the video. One of the best ways to read books that I've found is to listen to the audiobook. Now bear with me. A lot of people don't like to listen to books. They feel like they listen or they miss too much. But here's the thing about listening to an audiobook. You get more out of it because you get to listen to the voice actors. And if you have a book that's really well done, like this one, it makes the book more of an experience. Think about going to a movie and not being able to see the screen, just being able to listen to the audio. That's not as complete an experience. And I think when you listen to a book, you get a more complete experience. And you can also get through the books more quickly by listening to them at 1 1/4 speed. I do this with books, I do this with podcasts, and it saves a lot of time in my day. And it really doesn't make that much of a difference. In fact, now if I listen to something at normal speed, I feel like they're speaking in slow motion.
Willingly and with alacrity. The gladiator may lower his weapon,
Come on, man, speed it up.
The pity of the people, but you will neither lower your weapon nor beg for life.
So give it a try. Listening to books at 1 1/4 speed, especially when it's a good book, is a great way to pass the time. And you can do all kinds of things while you're listening to a book. If you're reading a book physically, you have to pretty much be sitting in a chair or standing somewhere and you can't do anything. Whereas when I listen to a book, I can get housework done, I can lift weights, I can work out, I can do anything I want to and still listen to the book. It's a great way to get through a book, and it helps me read at least 1 or 2 additional books every week. So give it a shot. As always, thanks for watching. And please subscribe to my channel. As I sit here right now, I have 55 subscribers, and I would love to get to triple digits. So thank you again. Take care. I'll see you next week. Love you guys.